We are live. Let's get ready to podcast.
Fire it up.
Welcome back to another live and Amplified Indiefusion Podcast. I'm your host, Tom Quiet, and we're back at it again with another amazing podcast. Today, we have a very special guest joining us. We have Noelle Toland. How's it going?
It's going great. How are you?
It's going pretty good. It's Tuesday on a short week, so I'm happy.
That's good. Short weeks are the best. Best
Right.
weeks.
And actually, next week's a short week for me, too, because I'm only working 2 days next week because we've got our 10-year anniversary that next weekend, and I took a whole bunch of days off for that. So it's like, sweet, 2 short weeks in a row. I'm all up for it. So.
Oh, awesome. That's a good couple weeks.
Right. And then you got Christmas coming up. So, staying busy.
Yeah, that's my favorite time of year. I'm really excited. My name is Noelle, after all.
Yeah. So how's everything been going? You staying busy out in Nashville?
Yeah, it's been going great. I have a song out called "I've Been Led." I'm also an acoustic version, and then we've got the holidays coming up, so a lot of shows and a lot of charity events, and I might be going back in the studio for more music. So I'm excited.
Sweet. So tell us about the new song.
Yeah, it's called "I've Been Led." I wrote it with my friend Tyler Winther, and I had just picked up a guitar and I was just kind of strumming and this story about a girl. It's kind of inspired by my experience, but only partly. But yeah, the story of a girl moving to Nashville to make her dreams come true really just kind of hit me, and we crafted the song around that. And I had my friend Vivian. She was asking me about my experience in Nashville and what it was like. And I had recently moved here. I said, I feel like I've been led. And she goes, oh, that's a great title for a song. So now we have "I've Been Led," and I'm really excited. It's out in the world for everyone to listen to.
Nice. It's it draws from real experiences. So, I'm all for it. That's in a world of commoditized music starting to become a thing, those authentic stories and like the things that can connect people, that's going to be the difference maker this day and age.
Yeah. I mean, the song's all about taking a chance on you and your dreams and trying to make things happen for yourself, which is a hard thing to do. And I think we've all been there when we're like, okay, what am I going to do with my life? And let's just take a chance and figure the rest out.
Right. So how long's this song kind of been in the works?
I wrote it a couple years ago. We recorded it around then, and it took a while to come out because I also was releasing other music. Mm-hmm. I wrote it at the same time as my other singles, "I'm Just a Wino" and "You're an Arrow." So Tyler Winther and I wrote all those three together, and Felipe Bronstein produced them all. So that was, but then while I was releasing those other two, I had some other songs that I needed to get out. One in particular, "Nashville Numbers." That was a song I really wanted to get out in the world just because it was timely. But yeah, it's finally out in the world, and I'm just really excited about it. Because when you have songs and you put them out there, it's kind of like giving birth to a child in a way, because you're like, I don't know what's going to happen.
Fair. It's interesting because you don't really think about it, but like as you're releasing songs, trying to find its place in line is like a whole thing, especially when you're like, okay, I've got a song that needs to go out sooner rather than later. Whereas this song, it's kind of a little bit more evergreen and it can kind of go out whenever I need it to. And so just kind of watching that natural progression is always kind of interesting. So.
Yeah, that's a great point. Thank you for bringing that up. Yeah, there is a strategy that comes into play when releasing music, for sure.
And it almost like, just from an outsider looking in, it almost feels a little unfair because it's like, oh, you just wrote this song, but it's getting released now. Whereas this song you've been sitting on for 2 years, and it's just like,
Yeah,
okay. But
I know.
it's one of those deals where it's like right time, right place,
Yeah, and with Nashville numbers, I felt it was such a strong, it was like an idea that I needed to get it out because I was afraid someone else was going to come up with the idea. It was one of those things.
Yeah.
And I said, okay, I've Been Led can come out when it's ready and when when I feel like the world is ready for it. So
Right.
yeah, it's all strategy.
Because it's like, is the topic about something super specific that's happening right now? Then yeah, it probably needs to take precedent. Or is it something that's a little bit more evergreen that people just relate to and it can kind of go out
For
when
sure.
it needs to? So
Yeah.
are you working towards a bigger project with all this, or is it just kind of singles right now?
Yeah, in a perfect world, I would be like, okay, I'm releasing an album. These are the songs. We're ready to go. And I do have songs for an album. So there is a project, a bigger picture that I'm working towards. So this next song that I'm going to be releasing will be part of something much bigger with a bigger message behind it.
Nice. Can't wait.
Yeah.
Can't wait to hear it. So how have the, I know you said that with Christmas, the shows are starting to pick back up a bit. How are the shows going? Are you playing pretty much around Nashville right now, or are you getting out, going around? And
Yeah, shows have been great. I've been playing out mostly in Nashville and cities within driving distance. I would love to go on tour. That's something I'm really working hard at putting together. So stay tuned. But yeah, the shows are great. My favorite thing in the world is performing. I just love it so much. There's nothing like connecting with an audience. And I just love singing. I like to say I feel closer to God when I sing.
fair.
Like I just feel at peace and one with the world.
Right. I feel it. And we'll have to get you out to Texas. I know you said you said you drove through Texas.
Yeah, I drove through when I was moving here.
Okay.
And I've always wanted to spend time there.
Fair.
I've always wanted to go. So I have a friend of mine was asking about putting something together there. And so that's something I would love to do.
Yeah. It's not hard to do. I would just recommend maybe after, it feels weird to say summertime because I feel like summertime's always the perfect time. But
Yeah.
for Texas, if you want to minimize the weather and stuff like that, anytime after May is probably a better, between May and December is really the sweet time to come touring through Texas. So.
Okay. Good to know. Yeah, we were just talking about the weather because I think the weather is similar to Tennessee.
Yeah.
The weather here is nuts. I used to live in LA. It was just 72 and sunny the whole time. And now I'm here. I'm like, whoa, there's seasons.
Yeah. Well, I just got off the phone with, a little bit before you jumped down here. I got off the phone with a GM for a restaurant that, so we do showcases about once a quarter. And I saw the weather forecast for Sunday because that's when our next one is. And I was like, hey, I know the venue or where the stage is, it's outside, but it's covered. But if it's raining pretty good, it's not going to protect you from much. It'll protect you from getting drenched, but it's not going to protect you from getting wet. And so I was like, what's y'all's protocol? Because we've been working with them all year, but this is really only our third show there. So weather's not really been a thing yet. And she's like, well, normally this time of year, the only time we ever close is if it gets below 30 or if the rain's just going crazy. And I'm like, well, everything I'm seeing, the rain on Sunday looks like it might be doing that. So how do we want to go about this? She's like, I'll call you on Saturday. We'll get it squared away. Don't worry about it. And I'm like, I'm not worried about it. I just got people coming in from out of town that if I don't have to get them here, that'd be great.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and it's funny because it could go the other way too. I played a show recently and it was so hot. And for some reason, I wore these red pleather long pants and a sequin top. And I showed up. I'm like, oh my God, I am dying. And you're sweating and you have a long set and you have to, get up there and do your thing. And you're like, oh my God, my heart's like beating.
Okay. I was down in Dripping Springs. I was at a songwriter fest, and this one female musician was wearing a what's it called, where you like make your clothing out of like yarn.
Okay. Oh, crochet.
It was like she had an entire crocheted outfit on.
Wow.
And she was like, yeah, looking back at it, this wasn't the smartest idea. And I was just like, I mean, it wasn't like like crazy hot, but it was still like 80 in the mid to high 80s. And it was just like,
hot.
Yeah. So,
yeah, thank God. Like at the time we had a covering over. Yeah. So I didn't have to worry about the sun in my eyes. I still wore my sunglasses, but I was like, sweat's dripping this way and flying that way.
Yeah. It's the things you do to get the show on the road and do it.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. But then the time flies by and you're like, wow, how long have I been up here? It feels like 2 minutes.
Right. I can't explain that one. Like I totally get it, because it's like it feels like it takes forever to set up and get there and do all that stuff, and then before you know it, you blink and it's like,
yeah,
all right, that show's over. On to the next one. So
crazy, because you're just in the moment, and it is weird afterwards. You're like, wow, that felt like 2 seconds, and you're up there for an hour.
Right. And I feel like the bigger the show, the faster it goes.
Yeah.
But
for sure.
It's always them shows that when nobody shows up and you're playing to the waitress or the waiter or the whatever, and it's like, all right, I wish the show would just hurry up, but no, that one just like inches.
And I've played those too, where I'm pouring my heart out. I've done many of them, but I played a gig with and it was just me and my guitarist, and I was belting out this song, and then the song's over, and you kind of your lyrics hang in the air because you're assuming you might get some kind of an applause. Yeah. And then you hear nothing, and then you hear one person go, and it's the bartender. Right.
And it's just kind of like you're looking at the bartender for a little bit of mercy to be like, yo.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
it's like, hey, why don't you throw a girl a tequila shot?
Right. Well, let's make this at least a little bit entertaining for me. So,
exactly.
That's funny. I love it. So how long have you been in Nashville now?
Going on 5 years now.
Nice. And so right around the pandemic, beginning of the pandemic?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It feels like though I moved here a year ago. Time's flown by.
Right.
But it's a great place to be. I love the people here. The food's getting better and better each day. Right. A lot of people are moving here.
Yeah.
And just the creative community here, there's just nothing like it,
That's fair. I've gone back and forth on Nashville a lot recently, and it's just kind of like I've come to realize Nashville is for some people and not for other people. I
can see that. Yeah. It's a small town. Yeah. Even though it's a city, it's a very small town. And I think some people love it, and it might not be for some people.
Yeah. It's one of those things where it's still very much a small town, but it just grew so quickly that it doesn't know how to deal with itself right now.
Oh yeah. The parking is a nightmare. Parking lots are a nightmare.
Yeah. So
that's a source of frustration for sure. Not just not me, but everybody is like, what this parking lot parking's so expensive, and then these places you have to QR code, and then the QR code doesn't work, and then you're standing out in the pouring rain trying to scan a QR code, and you want to go to dinner, and then nothing's working. Yeah. I could go on. I digress.
Yeah, I totally get it. So, So how's were you kind of, obviously you said you got your new song out now, and then got another one right behind it. Are you more focused on writing or recording right now? Where are you kind of at creatively?
Both. I'm constantly writing. I mean, I just can't stop, and I love it. I write a lot on my own, but I love co-writing because I love working with other writers that we can potentiate each other, and our weaknesses and strengths can be complemented. So I'm writing constantly, but I am right now preparing to go in the studio to to cut basically a project. I'll just say that because I haven't announced anything yet.
Fair.
But new music. So, and that's been, okay, speaking of strategizing, what we were talking about earlier, it's gone, okay, we have all these songs that we love, with my team. Yeah. We love them. These are all great. Okay, how do they fit together? Okay, how do we want to release them? Which one goes here? What's the vibe of this? Because a lot of times you have to think about the time of year that it'll do well. What season will this song do well in? So there's a lot of that right now, kind of figuring out what song. I already know what song I'm going to go in the studio next, but it's literally like today we're kind of figuring all that stuff out. So, right. But yeah, so it's I would say both for me. I'm continuously writing because it's just part of who I am. But right now we're actively going, okay, what are we going to go to the studio to do?
Right. And now are you using the same, like when you go to record, are you using the same studio every time, or do you like to change it up every once in a while, or?
Great question. I'm going back to the producer that did my 90s country project, Sean Paddock. He's amazing. I love him so much. Nice. He's a drummer. He was Kenny Chesney's drummer for years. So his sensibility is really cool and really unique. And so yeah, I'm working with him on this next project. But yeah, everyone I've worked with, I just love, and I've learned so much from different producers and different musicians. And it's always a constant learning process. And
And I think it's one of those deals where it's like, it kind of depends on the project, on who, because, I talked to several different musicians, and you have your like bands or your musicians that they use the same person for every project, no matter what.
Yeah.
And then there's some people that they change up everything every time they go into the studio. And I could see the benefits to both sides, because like on one side, you build trust and relationship with with one person, whereas you get a different feel and different vibe, and depending on what because obviously every project is completely different. Like if you have something that's a little bit more 90s country, and then you go into the studio and you want it to be a little bit more modern day pop country or hip hop, like whatever it is, maybe you want to use somebody else that kind of understands what that is, So
yeah, it's fun working with different people too, because you learn different things and you get different sounds, and you learn different things about yourself too. What you like, what you don't like, what vibe you're looking for. I've learned a ton about production just from working with different people, learning how to put into what I want or what I see creatively into words that make sense, other than like, I don't know, I want it to sound more warm, or so you learn I've been learning certain specific terms in terms of production, which has been fun.
Yeah, and that's something that I've told a lot of musicians that they should take at least some interest in, is learning. And I'm not saying you have to know all the insider terms about different things, but just having a basic understanding of how production kind of works. So in that way, when you're in the studio and you're like, my voice doesn't sound right, you can kind of be like, hey, my voice sounds a little flat compared to how I like it. Can we do this, that, or the other? And then it's not like a 20-minute guessing game of, okay, why does her voice sound different?
Yeah. No, I've done that a lot, going, why does my voice, what's that sound on my voice that sounds like I'm a million miles away, or weird things like that. So I'm constantly learning and trying to get better and understand terminology.
Absolutely. So obviously we've got the holidays coming up here. We've got Thanksgiving right around the corner. We've got Christmas coming up. What are you doing for the holidays? Are you going back home? Are you staying in Nashville, or?
Staying in Nashville.
Okay.
Yeah. And celebrating the holiday. I have to go I'm just thinking today, I was like, I need to put my Christmas tree up.
Fair.
But yeah, I bake a lot during the holidays. So this week I've got I make cookies all the time, but so I'll be making cookies. And then I'm also on mac and cheese duty and sweet potato casserole duty. So that's the train I'm on, is the bacon train.
Nice. Yeah, I threw my Christmas tree away this year. it was blowing circuits, like,
Okay.
because it's one of those pre-lit deals, and
Yeah, I have that too.
it was a Christmas tree. I've had it for almost 10 years, and I was just like, you know what? I paid $80 for it at Michael's or whatever it was.
Yeah.
It was like a post-Christmas sale. I was like,
Yeah.
I got it for super cheap. I'm not mad. And I'm just looking now, and it's like, I'm not going to be home until December 14th. And at that point, I leave to go to visit my family December 22nd. So there's literally a 7-day window where I can like enjoy the decorations. So I'm like, I just don't see the point this year.
Yeah.
Which it sounds weird, and it feels
No,
weird.
I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. It's hard when you only have a few days to enjoy it. You're like, is it work? Because it's a process of taking it out. I have a similar thing where it's a pre-lit, you just plug it in. But the way I have it set up is like in a trash bag.
Right.
And I have to haul it around. It's funny, when I did my Christmas music video for Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas, my videographer and I, we shot the video. We rented a house for a couple hours, and in order to save time, because we only had 2 hours, and I knew they were going to be strict. It was a hot, I don't know, it was like October or something, but I had this tree that I brought with me and all the decorations, and it was so hot. I'm sweating, and I just took it out in front on the street in front of the house that we rented. I just set up the Christmas tree out of the trash bag, and like set it up like it was 3 tiers.
Yeah.
Decorating it. So yeah, that's the tree I have.
Nice. I've seen some people that would keep their Christmas tree fully assembled, fully decorated, and then they saran wrap it. Like they run saran wrap around it and then put it back in like a closet or wherever they put it.
Huh.
And it's
That's
like
a good idea.
I literally don't have to take it down. I was like, yeah, but all that space you have to have available. Like I live in an apartment. I don't have that kind of space available. So
Yeah, that's hard.
it is what it is though. So
Yeah, I would worry too if bugs were to. I'm weird about bugs. I do not like bugs, so I'd be weird if bugs were to get into it.
Right. I completely understand that. So, oh man. So, are you already starting to book shows for 26, or are you kind of?
Yeah, working on dates.
Nice.
Yeah.
How's that whole process been?
It's it's a lot of work, but it's worth being up there performing.
Right.
Yeah.
Have you noticed recently? Has it been harder or a little bit easier to start booking shows? Like,
I would say it's a mixed bag. It really depends. If you know the venue, it's a little bit easier because you played there and like, yeah, come on back. But if it's new place, you have to, you're kind of introducing yourself, or, essentially you're pitching yourself.
Yeah.
So, I would say it's a mixed bag.
Gotcha. Because the struggle that I've seen recently is it's always because the balance is trying to figure out how far in advance you want to book.
Yeah, that's a good point.
It's like, okay, you reach out, you're like, okay, 6 months. Like, I feel like 6 months is probably a decent amount of time. You reach out to a venue. Oh, we're not booking out that far in advance.
Yeah.
Like, okay, how far in advance are you booking?
Yeah.
Well, when do you want to play? Boom. Okay, reach out to me at this date. And it's like, okay, well, can you at least pencil me in or something? And they're like, no, we don't do that. It's like,
I know.
okay. You reach out to them the date they tell you. Oh, that day's already booked. And it's like,
yeah, it's literally like that. You have to be so organized and persistent, and it's a full-time job on top of having full-time jobs.
Right. It's one of those deals where it's just like you start calling venues, be like, hey, what do you have available? And then you just start grabbing those dates and start booking that way. So
yeah, that's a great point.
It's annoying, but it's almost got to, like, especially with the smaller venues, that's almost how it's got to be right now. It's where it's like, what do you have available, or what are you booking till?
Yeah, no, it's a really good point.
Because, if you look at like Red Rocks or whatever, I think, what are they booked out till the end of 27 or something already?
Seriously?
Like, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I think that there's some venues that they're booked out all the way till the end of 27 already. So
That's incredible.
Yeah. It's crazy. Crazy, crazy. So, but I really appreciate your time. I don't want to keep you here too much longer.
Oh, no, thanks for having me.
Yeah, absolutely. I always enjoy chatting with you. You know, we got to meet at, what was it, CRS?
Yeah.
Not this past year, but last year.
And were you at CMA Fest too?
Yes, I was. Okay, that's, yeah. So hopefully
every time I get to talk with you, I'm like so excited. I'm like, oh, I love Tom.
Thank you. I appreciate that. It's one of those deals where it's like there's few people where it's like, okay, I know it's going to be a good interview, and you're on that list of people where it's like, okay, I don't have to stress about this because it's like I've sat down with them enough, and we can hit the points, and we can go off on a little side tangent, and kind of keep it fun, keep it interesting. So yeah.
No, you do a great job at that.
Thanks.
Great job.
I appreciate
it. It's always fun chatting with you.
Nice.
So thank you so much for having me on.
Yeah, absolutely. Really enjoyed it. For people to check out your new music, upcoming music, shows, all that, where can they find you?
My website is great. It's noelletoland.com. And then on my socials, I'm at Noelle Toland. And then on TikTok, I'm at Noelle Toland Music. So please do follow me. Every follow helps. Every stream helps. So I really appreciate all your support.
Yeah, absolutely. Are you in the process of trying to get all the same social handles?
I had a personal TikTok, Noelle Toland, and then I just muted that and was like, I'll just keep Noelle Toland Music.
Fair.
So
Fair. It's kind of that hard balance of like, how much of your music stuff do you want to put on your personal page? How much of your personal stuff do you want to put on your music page? And then it's I get it.
Yeah.
Totally get it.
But it's a good idea to streamline everything.
Right. I've been trying to do that, and every once in a while I'll get a new social handle where it's like, oh, hey, I can actually squeeze that one in. So
yeah.
It's cool though. But really appreciate you. Thank you everybody for tuning in, and we will catch y'all later.
Thanks so much.
Sweet.